I absolutely love pickles, so this one had to happen. We took pickles, combined it with pico de gallo, and here we got pickle de gallo. Scooped up with chips, piled on a burger, spooned over anything from the grill. This is the kind of summer condiment that makes everything better. For the full ingredient list, check the description box below, but enough talking, let's get cooking. So let's take a look at the ingredients for this pickle de gallo. So we got the normal pico de gallo ingredients, which are the tomato, the cilantro, the red onion, a little garlic. Sometimes the pico de gallo has the jalapeno peppers in there. I like to put it in there. You can eliminate it, or you could switch over to a green pepper if you want to eliminate the spice. But here we're gonna add the pickles, and I like to add a little cucumber because the cucumber adds a really nice crunch that I think everything's missing. And also, pickles are made of cucumbers. And when you do this little combo, when you have like one ingredient that's like prepped and one ingredient that's fresh, and they're the same thing, they work really nicely together. The dressing for this pickle de gallo is gonna be the pickle juice, a little honey. The honey's not gonna be that sweet. It's gonna provide more of a balance for all the acid that we're gonna put in here. A little lime juice, some salt and pepper, and that's basically it. So let's get prepping. First, let's cut up these tomatoes. The one thing that we do have to do is we do have to de-seed the tomatoes. So how to take a tomato and de-seed it: first cut it in half, then cut it into quarters. Take the stem end, point it towards you. You're gonna take your knife tip, you're gonna put it right inside, and then like in a little like roundy motion, you're gonna cut out the inside. And then as you cut out the inside, you get to the stem part and you'll cut off the little stem. Then from there, you'll take your finger and just run it through the little gaps where the seeds are and remove the seeds. And we're gonna do that for all of our tomatoes. And usually what I like to do is I'll do all the cutting first, and then I'll do all the seed scooping after. And that's generally true when you're doing most cooking, is you want to do each step fully, then move on to the next step. It would take too much time if I kept putting down my knife to scoop the seeds for every single one. And when I'm showing you this in my videos, I'm always trying to show you as close to reality as possible and not what's optimal for my filming. So now that they're all cut, scoop out all the seeds. So now that we're de-seeded, let's cut these. So what I like to do is skin side on the cutting board, knife tip, and we're gonna use a draw cut to cut little strips. We want to cut everything very fine. Pico de gallo is like a condiment or a salsa, so it's got to cut really finely. You want to scoop it on a chip, you want to put it on something, it should eat very evenly. So once we cut it vertically, then we're going to go horizontal in a rocker chopper and cut really nice and fine. This is a great recipe to work on your knife skills. And if your knife's not sharp enough to cut the tomatoes, sharpen your knife. Next up is gonna be our pickles. So here I'm using a dill pickle, but you can use whatever pickle that you would like. And I find that the sandwich stackers are some of the best because they're already cut horizontally or vertically. I don't even know which way a pickle's orientation is. But we won't want to skimp out on the pickles. We want to make sure that people know that this is pickle de gallo, not pico de gallo. So now the pickles are already cut, so we're going to keep them in a stack, and we're going to do that same draw cut and cut right through them, going the other way. And then we're going to chop this way. Here I might use like a little bit of a sawing motion because the pickles are a little soft. So if I'm trying to cut a lot of them at once, I may smush a lot of the pickles, even though the knife is sharp. So I'll use the sharpness of the knife to cut through and get a really fine cut. And if you feel like you're getting sloppy, just do them one at a time. You don't have to cook anything, but you do have to take your time with your knife skills. Pickle spears work well here, but I find that the sandwich stackers are always going to be best and cut up fastest and easiest. And you can see when I do a little less, the rocker chopper motion works without smashing the pickles. Next, we're gonna cut up our red onion. We don't need a lot of it, but we do need it cut really small. So we're gonna put a couple horizontal cuts, a couple of vertical ones, and I'm trying to cut this as finely as possible. I almost want to cut this smaller than I cut the pickles and the tomato. White onion also works really well here too. And you can see we cut that much smaller than the pickles and the tomatoes. For the cucumber, which is a very optional ingredient here, I'm just gonna give this a light peel. And I like to add this for just that extra bit of crunch that the cucumber is gonna give you that you don't get from the pickles. And like I said before, I think it is a really nice touch. And I'm unsure as to why that actually is. But if you take one ingredient and another ingredient that are similar, like a fresh and a prepared, like, because pickle is a prepared cucumber, and you put them together, they complement each other really, really nicely. And I had somebody in another YouTube short tell me that you should never drag a knife or cut like this, as long as your fingertips aren't in the way. That's the real key. Don't worry about pulling the knife to you. Just don't put your finger where the knife is going. And I'm using really light pressure to cut these strips before I go across it and chop it. And you can see I cut that cucumber just as fine as I did that red onion. Another optional ingredient is this jalapeno. And like I said before, if you don't want to use jalapeno, you can totally use a green pepper. That would also add the crunch and give you a little pepper flavor. But here we're going to remove the seeds because that's where most of the heat is. And now, same thing, skin side down, draw cut. And now super fine chop. And here I'm just going to use half. My digestive system doesn't handle heat too well. So a little jalapeno inside this whole thing should disperse pretty well, and it shouldn't be too hot. So now let's add some fresh herbs. We're gonna add this cilantro. Cilantro we can cut up with the stems, but I like to keep just like the super stemmy part out of it. So we'll push the leaves aside. I'll cut off the part that's just like almost all stem. And now we'll give it a light chop, and then I'll run my knife through a couple times just to get it nice and fine. And I usually do this all the way at the end so I can just wash my cutting board once. Cilantro is one of those herbs that after you cut it, you're gonna have to give the cutting board a thorough wash. A little wipe of the paper towel is not gonna cut it after this. Now we're gonna take a garlic clove or two. We're gonna peel them. And I'm gonna use my microplane. I'm gonna shred the garlic right into the pico. Well, can I call it pico if it's pickle de gallo? But it's pico pillow, pickle pico? Pickle pico is probably a better name for it than pickle de gallo. I remember raw garlic, super potent, so a clove or two will do. These are a little small, so I used two. If it was a big one, I might have just used one. So now let's make the dressing. We're gonna make it separate because we gotta dissolve the honey. So we're just gonna put just a little bit of honey, maybe a tablespoon, a nice heavy splash of the pickle juice. Someone in my last video hated that I did this. Poured it right out of the jar. So I hope they're watching this video. We'll take the juice from half a lime, a little salt, and some fresh ground black pepper. I'm gonna give this a mix to dissolve the honey and the pickle juice. Remember, the pickle juice is gonna give us that nice pickle flavor, and it is an acid. The lime juice, it gives us a nice acid, but also a fresh flavor. The honey is just gonna balance out all that acid, and the salt and pepper are just gonna make all those flavors pop. So now we'll take our dressing, pour it on top, and now let's give this a mix. And you don't wanna over-mix it. You just wanna get it so that the garlic that we put in there and the cilantro are nice and spread out. After I give this a mix, I'm gonna throw this in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes. It's gonna pull out some of the water out of the cucumber and the tomato and the pickles, and that's okay. Pico usually has a little bit of liquid on the bottom, and that's fine. But you can see how fine everything is cut in here. So it is gonna release a decent amount of moisture, but that's just part of the recipe. Don't think you did anything wrong if you see liquid pooling on the bottom. So now let's throw this in the fridge for 10, 15, 20 minutes, just so it chills up, some of the flavors come together, and then let's try it. So this has been sitting in the fridge for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it a mix just to get all that water and that liquid at the bottom. So that's like the dressing and also some of the liquid that was released from the tomatoes, the pickles, and the cucumber in here. So we're gonna give that a mix. And now let's scoop this into a serving bowl. And now look how amazing this looks. If you love pickles, you're gonna love this. You can see all this has a lot of that liquid in there. It smells so good. I can't wait to try this. This smells fantastic, and we didn't even cook anything. So let's take one of these chips and try this pickle Pickle de Gallo. I love pickles, and this is gonna be an epic bite. I love everything about this. It's fresh, it's tangy, it's got the tomatoey pico flavor, and the jalapeno just sings in the background. Little bit of heat, great flavor, and then the pickle is the star. This is so fantastic. I don't care if we're just eating this on chips. This is wonderful. But this would go great on top of chicken, on top of a burger, in a taco. I don't care how you're eating this. This is great. I'd eat this with a spoon. You can call this a salad. I don't know if I'm reaching because I absolutely love pickles, but I'm looking for an excuse to put pickles on anything. And this is probably one of the best things that I've made with pickles in a while. And we're just eating this with chips. I would love to have this on top of a taco because that would really take just like some very seasoned meat on top of corn, flour, tortilla, I don't care what, and take it to the complete next level. This is wonderful. I'm gonna have a little me party right here and eat this entire bowl of this pico. While I'm doing that, you can subscribe to my channel, drop me a comment, let me know what you thought about the video, let me know what you thought about the recipe if you made it, and if you're into pickle dips, try my fried pickle dip. That is a really awesome, delicious pickle-based recipe that goes great on chips, and I will see you there. Thanks.